How about that? I got new glasses. I'm playing with my light ring. You like that? Kinda cute. Good morning. We're gonna raise our vibration today. Thanks for joining me this morning for a cup of coffee, for a cup of tea, for a cup of whatever you love, and a little bit of positive energy, right? One positive thought in the morning can start your whole day off right, and that's what I aim to do here each morning. And today we're talking about vibrations. Everything in your life is a vibration. Everything in life is vibration. That's Albert Einstein said that. The law of science, the law of nature states everything has a vibration. If you've taken a chemistry or a physics class, you probably remember about atoms. Tiny little things constantly vibrating. We're all made up of atoms, and those atoms are just vibrating so fast that we appear to be solids, but we're really just a blur of vibrations. And these vibrations, these atoms are in a constant state of motion, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about a person, a dog, a rock, right? Everything of material has a vibration. Some things vibrate higher, little particles are moving faster, some lower, but everything is vibrating all the time. And sound is also a vibration, right? As we're speaking, we're creating a vibration with our vocal cords. All speech is vibration. And thoughts, what are our thoughts? We are creating energy. Thoughts are energy. Thoughts have physical beings. They are energy. They are the movement of molecules in your brain. Everything that manifests in life, everything that manifests itself in your life is there because it matches the vibrations of your thoughts. All things in the universe are constantly in motion. And like I said, even inanimate objects appear to be stationary. They look like they're really just sitting there solid. Look, I got a rock, right? Looks like I can't see any movement with my rock, right? But vibration happening to make this solid, this weight, this physical matter. And everything is vibrating, even inanimate objects, and what they're doing is they're vibrating, oscillating, and resonating. Oh, what a bunch of fun words, right? To various frequencies. Now, resonance is a type of motion. It's an oscillation between 2 points. It's a back and forth movement right there. And so most of our vibration is oscillation. All matter is just vibrations with various underlying fields, right? These different oscillating resonance. How's that for science? And the thing is, when things vibrate, when everything's vibrating, but when things come close together, when people, when groups, when anything gets close together, there's a phenomena where it starts vibrating together. They sync up in ways that can really seem mysterious to us, right? And this is sometimes described, I love this, as the phenomenon of spontaneous self-organization. Got to get me some of that spontaneous self-organization, because that sounds fun, huh? Anyway, spontaneous self-organization. So maybe you remember being at a concert sometime where the music infused your body and all the people were singing and swaying together, right? Everybody vibrating at the same vibration. That's kind of what we're talking about. You've experienced this. You maybe just don't recognize it, but you've absolutely experienced the syncing up of the vibrations of the people around you or the things around you. It can be kind of magical, actually. So, you, me, we are all living energy fields. That's kind of exciting, right? Your body is composed of energy producing particles that are in constant motion, right? Your body creates cells, that's growth. The cells are in constant motion, that's your vibration. I love this poetic explanation, I'm going to read it. When we experience the ocean of infinite waves surge within, the river of inner sensations flowing within, the eternal dance of the countless vibrations within every atom of our body, we will witness our continuously changing nature. All of this is happening in extremely subtle levels. Kind of fun, right? Vibrations are a kind of a rhythm. Rhythms happen on a grand scale, like seasonal patterns, like tidal change, like the tidal waves, right? Like the tidal patterns, but they're also happening within your body. We have heartbeats, we have breathing rates, we have circadian rhythms. Those are all some of the rhythms we can see, feel, and measure in our body. And then we have smaller vibrations too, inside of each of your cell. So each little cell is vibrating, and then each molecule is made of a bunch of little atoms molecules together, and then the molecules group together to form your organs and the physical part of you, and they're all vibrating together. You're a massive movement at all times. It's a wonder we can sit still. Right? And so, using atomic microscopes, researchers have detected vibrations in the nanoscale. That's smaller than 1/1000th the diameter of a single human hair. So we're measuring this stuff, man. It's happening. It's invisible to our naked eye and to our everyday selves. But somewhere in a lab, scientists are looking at this stuff and saying, oh my gosh, this is real. This is happening. I love it when the science and the prevailing wisdom or beliefs all line up together. It's fun. So, researchers have known for a long time that our thoughts and our behavior, both our thoughts, behavior, our movement, can all affect the rhythms of our body, right? For instance, anxious thoughts trigger the release of stress hormones, right? They speed up your heart rate. They clamp down on your system. And then the opposite is true. Sound vibrations, music, and other sound vibrations can lift you up, calm your mood, give you peace. So we know that the outside stimulus can change our vibrations, right? Vibrational energy experts think our behaviors and thoughts can also alter much smaller rhythms. Some people believe that some people are working on slowing down and speeding up their own systems at their cellular level, at atomic levels, by changing thoughts. And there's studies that say we can change our thoughts, we can change our behaviors, even our surroundings, by changing these nano vibrations. Both mental and physical states can be affected. And what are we talking about? Nano vibrations. So, well, we're talking about these nano vibrations are vibrating high. When you happiness, joy, calmness, peace, forgiveness, love. These are all high vibrational energies, right? Happiness. Worry, anger, resentment, blame, guilt, fear, low vibrational energies. Depression, they slow us down. We move slower through the universe. Now, the thinking goes. Well, I wanted to talk about, I'm going to go off to talk a little bit about a thought from one of my favorite books. And this book is called The Lazy Man's Guide to Enlightenment. I'm not sure you can see it because of the light. There we go. The Lazy Man's Guide to Enlightenment. As you can see, mine has been decorated by my grandson. And you can see it's well read, marked up. I've read this book at least 10 times, maybe more. And in all fairness, it was a little bit dog-eared when I got it. But I've put my own miles on it as well. And then one last thing, I don't know if you can see, real at the top, someone wrote in before I started. You can't really see it in this light. There's a W-O, The Lazy Woman's Guide to Enlightenment. Okay, Thaddeus Gowan wrote this book. He wrote this book in the 1950s. He published it himself, sold it out, and was like, his point was, I've learned stuff. I've learned about enlightenment. I'm tired of talking about it, so I'm just going to write it down for you people one time. You read it or not, I don't care. He never lectured on it. He wrote other books, but he never promoted it. Other people read it and liked it so much, they started publishing it and promoting it. Now, I accidentally found this book, and as you can see, very small, your pocket guide to enlightenment, and very simple. My favorite thing about this is, my favorite part about this book, I'm going to read it just real quick. Or maybe not. We're going to talk about this book a lot in the future because I love it. Enlightenment doesn't care how you get there. Here it is. There is nothing you need to do first in order to be enlightened. It's so simple. It makes so much sense. And I'm going to talk about this book in the future. And in fact, maybe we'll have a little book reading of this a little bit. But for today, I just want to talk about one concept from this book. And that was the idea of vibrations. So Thaddeus describes that we're all vibrating beings, right? And we can choose our vibrations at any moment by just being conscious of them. And he describes us as all equal beings in the universe coexisting. Everyone's equal. and we all have our own vibrational patterns. Now, for me, I created this visual for myself where it's a little silly, but I see us all in these really very tall, thin tubes, clear, right? And there's bubbles. And when I'm vibrating high, I float up high to the top of the tube, and when I'm not vibrating so high, I sink down low. And all around me are all everybody else, and they're all at their own levels of things. And any minute I find myself down in low vibrations, I can look up and think, I'm going to be up there, and immediately I rise. And that's my personal visualization for vibrational, for seeing where I am vibrationally. Okay, it's a little silly, but it works for me. And so he describes your vibrations is we learn to choose our thoughts and not react to our emotions. We're living in high vibrations, and we're constantly choosing in every moment, right? We can change our vibrations anytime we choose. The best part about this is that you are in charge. By being aware, awareness immediately can make you rise up the tube, or not. Maybe you're just going to choose to sit and hang in those low energy emotions for a minute. Sometimes we just need to feel them. Anyway, off on a tangent. Anyway, you can feel yourself rise the tube when you smile, right? That's a physical way to change your vibrational energy immediately. When you realize you're thinking low vibrational, I'm thinking those low vibrational thoughts again. I imagine myself hovering low in my tube. The energies that you are indulging in, though, are yours to command. That's the beautiful thing. Your awareness and your willingness to change your thoughts and accept your emotions is, well, listen, I will say it again, your willingness to change your thoughts and accept your emotions. That's all it takes to start to rise up your personal tube. And we want to talk about, so that's vibration, right? We're all vibrating. We want to vibrate high. We want to be living in love. So what's the advantages? Well, we all know the health advantages. We've been talking about them all every day, right? You lower your blood pressure. You raise your endorphins, your serotonin. You reduce your cortisol. All kinds of the health benefits. You have more positive thinking. All kinds of goodness comes from high vibration living, and that's what we're all looking to do. Even though we might call it different things, we might say, "I want to be happier. I want to have more positive thinking in my life. I'd like to laugh more." These are all high vibrational activities. So we're talking the same thing. Language might be a little bit different. We might be describing them as the results, but we're still talking about vibrations. So we have one more part about the science, the vagus nerve. We have a vagus nerve, historically cited as the pneumogastric nerve. It's the 10th cranial nerve, or CNX. We have a little science lesson. Interfaces with the parasympathetic control of the heart, the lungs, and the digestive tract, and the vagus nerves are normally referred to in the singular. Now, this vagus nerve travels into your body through your cardiovascular system, through your digestive system, through the reproductive system, all the other organs. It takes readings from each one and it passes those messages on to the brain. It's like your neural superhighway. It's the largest nerve in your body, and it covers a stunning amount of ground. Your vagal nerve into your center, a little bit down into your pelvic floor, out into all your organ systems, where your vibrations are happening. And you can look this up. Go to Google and look up the vagus nerve, the vagal nerve, and vibrations, and how to raise the vibrations of the vagal nerve. And that's what we're going to talk about. It's because it's both physical and mental, and maybe a little spiritual, right? We're going to talk about breathing. About ways to physically. This is a physical phenomenon. We're not just talking about changing my thoughts. Well, changing your thoughts is a physical phenomenon. What we're going to talk about are physical ways you can approach this, ways you can approach the health benefits of raising your vagal vibrations. How's that sound? Okay, real quick. I'm going to go over some ideas, but they're going to sound familiar. Same stuff we've been talking about, right? For positive thinking and all that. It's high vibrational living. The list is going to sound familiar. Our nervous system, the messages our body sends zipping around, careening through our synapses, controlling all our functions, our organs, our moods, our emotions, all just vibrations. All are just vibrations. So, let's talk about the list. 1, breathing. Back to the breath work, right? Remember the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. But we want to be operating out of the parasympathetic nervous system. Rest and digest, calmness. Unless you're in a situation that requires your attention and your focus, you want to be in rest and digest. Deep breathing moves us from the sympathetic system into the parasympathetic system. Slows our heart rate and releases the endorphin, releases the stress hormone, and ta-da, raises your vibration. Meditation. Meditation, relaxation, all help raise your vibration. And yes, chanting. Oh, right. We all know the joke about the the meditator, right, sitting on the ground. Well, as it turns out, studies suggest that the vibrations produced during the rhythmic chanting of that syllable, temporarily deactivate the amygdala, other brain structures that are involved in processing emotion. It's a reset, right? I'm swirling in emotions. I can't over them. I start doing some deep breathing or chanting or and it shuts down that morass of unhappiness, that swirling of emotions that you can't seem to get your head around, right? Deep breathing and just think of it as spraying some water on a smoke, right? You're just diffusing the situation, resetting, moving you into the parasympathetic system where you start to raise your vibration. It's like magic. And so that leads us to some of my favorite suggestions: humming and singing. The vagus nerve passes right through your vocal cords and your inner ear, and the vibrations of humming. Humming is the easiest, freest way to raise your vibration, to influence your nervous system states. Sing and hum. Sing to live, live to sing. Singing, humming, chanting, all involving you. Vibrations, raising your vibrations. Simply pick your favorite tune and you are ready to go. If you love yoga, a lot of yoga includes meditation. You can make this happen on your own, but a little bit of chanting, don't knock it till you try it. I started yoga a few years ago, and honestly, I felt myself a little silly sitting on the floor making these sounds in a room of people. And at first, I was everybody's eyes are closed, they're all serious, and I'm looking around. Are these people? Is this really what we're gonna do? But the results are tangible. The differences in the way you feel when your vibrations do raise, when you become a part of that collective energy, because now we're all in a room, and remember, we're syncing up, so now we're all vibrating together and raising our vibrations together. That is palpable. It is tangible. It is something you can feel and describe and know that it really happened. So, don't knock it till you try it. I'm from Missouri. You have to show me. Guess what? It worked. I got shown. I'm a proponent now. Okay, on our list, our old friend gratitude. Feeling gratitude, raising your vibration. I can't explain it scientifically, but leaning into gratitude, being thankful for everything that you have, all the blessings in your life. Generosity, giving things away. Forgiveness. I put those all in one big pile, right? Generosity, gratitude, and forgiveness, kind of in a little group in my book. Live in gratitude, and you can't help but forgive and be generous. Nature raises your vibration. Go out and hug a tree. Seriously, got a tree in your yard that you love? Go hug it. That tree is vibrating at a vibration you want. Find a tree. I have several trees in my yard. I hug them on a regular basis. Sit amongst the flowers. Find a pretty spot. If you don't have a pretty spot, make one. Go get your little pot of lavender from the nursery. Make a little corner where you can sit and smell the lavender and look at a little bit of nature. Raise your vibrations. beauty, art, laughter. Go turn on I Love Lucy. When you're looking, you're sitting there with, you got the remote control in your hand, right? You're gonna watch some TV. Ooh, should I watch the news? Turn off the news and grab your shoes and start to make each day infused with love and happy thoughts for all. Throw back your head and stand up tall. Part of the poem. Turn off the news. It's not helping. It does not. It does not raise your vibrations. In fact, I would posit that I would suggest that watching the news turns down your vibrations. Therapeutic touch, massage, Reiki, yoga, any hugging, right? Hugging, all raise your vibration. You need a little vibrational charge. Hug somebody. Hug your dog. Hug a tree. Hug yourself. You know you can get benefits. Do you know you can raise your vibrations just by hugging yourself a little bit? Nobody around to hug. Love yourself. It works. Okay, and now we're to the fun ones. Gargling. Gargling. This is directly to your vagus nerve. Gargling impacts, like I said, remember it's right here in your throat. Gargling immediately impacts your vagus nerve. It raises your vibration. I gargle every morning in the shower. I get out smiling. Love it. And then cold water therapy. This is new for me. I'm studying flow right now. I'm trying to learn to be in flow, and part of the flow process, part of the flow list of things you can do, which by the way looks a lot like this list, is cold water therapy or cold therapy. Being cold actually raises your vibrations. I know it sounds counterintuitive, right? Being cold is part of the therapy. The suggestion is to try to take a cold shower. I'm trying to take a few minutes. Right now I'm at the process of, I'm trying to have a few minutes of cold water at the end of my shower. I'm like not even up to 30 seconds yet because it's really, really uncomfortable and hard. And I just sit there and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get the 30 seconds over. But raising my vibrations, because that's what it's about. All right, my friends, that's our show for today. Raise your vibrations. Go out and think about, where are you vibrating? Think of yourself in your tube. When you find yourself down here, dwelling, worrying, stuck in the past, you find yourself hovering in the lower medium areas of your tube. Change your mind. Decide you just want to rise up and smile, think about love, hum. What's your favorite song? Sing the chorus from your favorite song. Raise your vibration, because you, my friend, are the happiness ambassador you're waiting for. You're the one who's going to spread happiness to everyone around you by finding it in yourself. That's my show for today. Have a happy day.